introduce 3 of our students, which are 2 grads this year, and one of our students in Human Services that is actually currently, all 3 of them are working at Deggy Park for the intercession. So we've got some awesome leadership girls here that want to talk about the successes of APEX. So without any further ado, I'll introduce them. Tammy Fair is graduating this year, and Ms. Shayla Nickel is going to be with us for a little while longer, and Ms. Alicia Miller is departing ways as well, but she actually finished in January and still manages to come back and hang out with us, so it's really, really awesome. So I'll turn it over to you guys.
So up there's a quote that's talking about APEX, and I think it really embodies the feeling of the school. It says, APEX gives comfort, pleasure, and sanctuary. It makes us feel emotionally and physically important. APEX can give us a foundation for a better life, all for the price of fresh thinking. And that quote to me, it just really, through my 3 years here at APEX, I feel like it truly gives me that, it puts into words what I feel there. So then, over to the next slide. So this is about the school population. It's not a big school. There are only a few students, but I feel that really adds to our entire family makeup because everybody's so close. It's kind of like a small town. Everybody knows each other's little secrets, right? So with APEX, everybody knowing each other so well, it's really hard to have long-lasting disputes. It's really hard to have terrible little spats, I suppose. It's really easy to just love and care and respect everybody around you when you know all of the facets of everybody. Small and quaint. So I'm going to read it out and then explain it. So most people have never heard of us at APEX. Let's rephrase that. People have heard of us, but about all the wrong things. So it's that we're misfits, that we don't fit in. We don't. We don't fit in, and that's why we're at APEX, where we can find a place to be ourselves. The reality is that we are APEX, a small school that thrives on the ability to work with all sorts of students and to teach the unteachable. For 19 years, we have worked with students to promote alternative thinking, innovation, and community building. We have passion, leadership, and strive for the graduation of Aboriginal students in our program. Now, the reason that we point out that there's the graduation of Aboriginal students is because a lot of it, people don't look at Aboriginal people the same. It's almost just from all of this, the racial background and all of that, how they've been separated, all that. We're still working through this, what's the word? The schools I went to. The residential schools.
And the intergenerational trauma.
And all of that, right? So with the residential schools and stuff, we're still working through all of that racism, all of that stuff. And APEX is helping us work through all of that and to kind of see everybody equal, to see everybody how they should be seen. So our journey. APEX is a safe, caring, educational environment for at-risk youth. Children that would otherwise be out on the streets selling who knows what. So it's a really good place for children to go to be educated, to actually find a place where they can get through and become actual upstanding members of society. APEX does have a lot of partnerships with wraparound services such as Rotary Club, Aldergrove Family Services, and Langley Family Services. They help us with just all of the events we hold, all of the special services we can offer to these children that don't have these in their home life, right? We have a full-time Aboriginal support worker, his name is Sam, that students gravitate towards for advice on ancestry, ceremonies, and identity. I personally have done that because I am a quarter native myself, and I have gone to him for a lot of things, including my father, just a whole bunch of things like that, right? And other students do go towards him to like talk about like just graduating and all of that. And we have an RCMP liaison officers to turn to out in the community. That's Janet Northrop and Jillian, I cannot recall her last name, but they're both really amazing people. Roberts. Mia's got my back. So they're really amazing people, and I'm really glad that they're here for us at our school. So we do include restorative practices in Aboriginal teachings, such as we have a beginning of the year circle and an end of the year circle. So these, at the beginning, the circles are always very closed in, very tight. Like, people don't want to share with each other. But it's amazing to see like how at the end of the year, how much everybody's changed, how everybody's started to like treat each other as family, right? So then, on to our identity. For many students at Apex, identity has been an issue. They've been told their whole life that they'll never amount to anything, never graduate, and never learn the basics. We have teachers and staff who work every day to teach the basics: compassion, generosity, belonging, and manners. Manners is quite an issue. Our school is based on restorative practices and the Aboriginal Circle of Courage, and we are better for it. And I think it's important that we learn who we are as people. Apex helps a lot. We have the Community Baseball Challenge, Apex versus the RCMP, an opportunity to play and get bragging rights. Pretty fun, like the RCMP and a couple of volunteers from the community all get together for the opposing team, and then Apex would work like almost, I think for the last half of the year. We worked really, really hard, and for the past 2 years that I've been, they have won us at Apex. Yay. And there's the bragging rights. We have pumpkin patch sales. We pick, load, and sell. This helps us grow into well-rounded members of society. We donate any of the money that we have towards other, like, I don't know, charities and stuff. I'm not entirely sure which charities they are.
Yeah. We give back to our community.
And so with the pumpkin patch, what we do is we will have little face painting, or sometimes we'll like get little rides to come in so people can just come and have fun, and so the community can get to know us, so we can kind of dispel the stereotype that people have created that's hounding us kind of. So then there's the Christmas breakfast. That one's fun because Pat makes the best food in the world. She's our lunch lady. Love her. So this is held, it's held the last day before Christmas break, and mostly it's because some of us don't have that special like Christmas meal, right? So kind of as like a school family, we replace what we lack over that break at Apex. And I think that's a really cool thing.